Hey, Chris Liepe here with a fast, easy, and free way to create your own instrumental tracks of your favorite songs. Sing over any song, really, and use the original music. Don't look for third-rate karaoke tracks anymore. Use the original instrumentation that you've grown to love and put your voice over it. Practice it, record it, have fun.
Built with stolen parts, a telephone in my heart. Someone get me a piece to put my mind to bed. This ringing in my head, is this the cure or is this a disease? Show me how to live. Show me how to live. Show me how to live. Show me how to live.
Unless I've done all the instrumentation myself or collaborated with other musicians, on the channel, when you've seen me doing cover songs, singing to the original band tracks, what I'm about to show you is what I've done. But before we get into the process, pop on over to the YouTube channel CC Karaoke. For many of their tracks, they do what I'm going to show you, and the odds are it might be here, the song you're looking for. So, check out CC Karaoke. They have tons of amazing songs, instrumentals that are the original band tracks without the vocals. If you can't find it, do what I'm about to show you. And if you're frustrated with your voice, especially when you're trying to sing songs, and you'd like to go deeper, discover what your voice can really do and not be frustrated with your voice, click the link below and join my free voice course. And I'll work with you to mold a voice, to build a voice that you can really be happy with. You can sing your favorite songs over real band tracks. The first thing you want to do is grab a computer. A mobile device won't work so well for this. And go over to vocalremover.org. It is free, it is awesome, and there's lots you can do with it, but we're going to be focusing on my workflow and how I use it to generate awesome sounding instrumental tracks that I can sing over. And then you hit Browse My Files. Now, in this day and age that we're in, we don't have like actual files of the songs that we want, right? So we have to create it, and there's a special way that I create it. It's not really that special, but it's not something that a lot of people do because they just stream music all the time. So I kind of hack the system a little bit using some very basic recording gear. If you have a phone that has an 1/8-inch headphone out, or you just want to use your computer and route it like I'm going to show you, you can do that. And then you take the other end of a cable like this, these are 1/4 inch, and you plug this into a really basic recording interface. Any recording interface or sound card that has 2 channels in, you'll be able to use a cable like this. But what we're doing is we're going hardwired from a second computer or your main computer, and you're routing it in to your recording interface. I've got my track right here. Okay, so I have this all plugged in, and I'm going to go over to my DAW, and I've got a track. I've got the device, or the 1/8 inch out of my computer, going into my interface ins 1 and 2. So my computer out, my physical out of my computer is going into the inputs 1 and 2 on my audio interface. I've got it muted so I don't hear it twice. And then when it's all done, you wind up with a full file. The one I just showed you was a little bit low, brought the levels up, and named the file. And there's different ways to do this in DAWs. You can just export the file, but I named it here. And then you're going to export it somewhere on your computer so that you can browse for that file, the actual physical file. And you just hit upload. And what's happened is this cool free algorithm that's out on the web that anybody can use has separated out the music from the vocals. Now, if you want to, you can just stop tinkering here and hit play on the music and sing along. And it works pretty well. But what I like to do when I'm making my videos, or if I want to have a little bit more flexibility, is I will actually then record this. I'll hit play right here and then go back into my DAW. So I'm doing the same thing I just did with the original, the full mix off of Spotify, but I'm doing it from this website, and I'm routing it back in to analog 1 and 2 from my computer out. So physically out of this computer into my DAW, into my recording interface. On my particular setup, it looks like this. I'm outputting internal speakers, and then I've got the 1/8 inch hooked into the back of the computer, the physical back of the computer, and then I'm inputting into my ensemble. That's how I've got that working. And so the web is outputting directly physically into my input on my interface. Now you say, there's software that can internally route things and make this a lot easier, Chris. Why are you doing it this way? Because I like to see cables hooked up, and it's way easier for me to just do it physically. The degradation loss is minimal. It just doesn't matter. This is the way I've been doing it forever, and it works great. I'm sure there's some software out there, and if you know of it, post it in the comments, and maybe I'll try it out. But this is the way I've been doing it forever. So it yields, when I record it back in, I have my Show Me How to Live instrumental, and I have my Show Me How to Live Vox, Chris Cornell's Vox. So you can actually pull just the isolated vocals out for this as well. But they don't sound so good. This isn't good enough for doing isolated vocal analysis most of the time. But the instrumental that you get is quite good. It works a little different with every song, and you hear some bits of artifacts, but it's pretty good and wonderful to practice to, wonderful to create your own versions of some of these songs. And as I said, as a karaoke artist, as a singer, there's lots of other tools on vocalremover.org that you can use right there in that online app, and they're pretty cool. But I wanted to show you how I bring it into my DAW so I can work with it in a native format that I'm really familiar with and do lots of things in terms of post-production, compression, and EQ, and editing, and all that stuff. You can't get that deep on that free website. I'm sure they'll get there one of these days. And you can also donate to vocalremover.org. I hope this was helpful and fun. I've had a lot of questions about how I do this, so it's about time I made a video for it. Again, if you'd like more help with your own voice, you want me to get you in shape to be able to sing your favorite songs, click that link below and join my free voice course. We'll see you for more.